Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone. My name is Kathy. We have breaking news for you on a case that we have been monitoring since its inception in February of this year. This is the public records lawsuit that was filed by EWU Media LLC versus the City of Moscow and the Moscow Police Department. This arises from public records requests that EWU proffered last year during 2025, seeking documents and other items that were under seal from the City of Moscow and the Moscow Police Department regarding the investigation into the crimes at 1122 King Road and into Brian C. Kohberger. During these proceedings, the City of Moscow and the Moscow Police Department raised the issue that this lawsuit should be dismissed. What the City of Moscow and the Moscow Police Department stated was that this case should be dismissed. They filed their response on April 21st, 2026 to the petition for disclosure of public records. They did not substantively go into the allegations of violations of the IPRA. No, they did not. They completely proffered their defense on the EWU Media, being an LLC based out of Arizona's non-compliance, according to them, with Idaho law that mandated, according to them, that EWU register with the Secretary of State of Idaho before they filed this lawsuit and availed themselves of the Idaho courts. Now, EWU came back and said this is incorrect. They stated that they do business in Idaho. They have no offices there. They are a media company that produces content reporting on matters involving law enforcement, involving crime, involving cases. At the hearing that was held May 2026 before Judge Megan E. Marshall, who was presiding over the case, the court entertained some oral argument on this issue of dismissal. Should this case be thrown out? Should EWU have registered before they availed themselves of the Idaho courts or not? We learned that EWU did go on to register as a corporation with the Secretary of State in Idaho, but that happened on or about May 1st, 2026. When this case had already been proceeding for several months. What the court said at that hearing on the 18th of May is that she was going to take matters under advisement and issue a ruling. We have been waiting for that order. It is on the docket. It was filed yesterday, the 2nd of July, 2026. The decision or opinion that has come down by Judge Marshall is one denying the city's request to dismiss EWU's petition based on a failure to register with the Secretary of State. So now we know that the proceeding will go on to the August 5th, 2026 next hearing. This is oral argument scheduled at 9:00 a.m. when Judge Marshall will now look at the allegations of possible violations of the Idaho Public Records Act. There are some filings that are due this month in anticipation of that hearing. Once they are docketed, we will, of course, advise you. The bottom line being, Judge Marshall has said no, has denied the motion to dismiss, and this case will now proceed to oral argument. Until next time, this is Kathy. Thank you for joining us here today.